Welcome back to the channel. I'm Pins Plays, and today we are going to be talking about echoes. You can't really talk about echoes without talking about the databank, so we're going to start there. As you level up in the game, you will gain access to the databank. You can see and think of this as kind of your echo experience bar. As you gain ranks, you'll get rewards such as premium currency, stamina for your character, which is very important, as well as things like free wave plates or free upgrades to the echoes that you catch. In addition to that, gaining ranks on the databank is going to increase your base drop rate, your enhanced drop rate, which is the ability to get drops from bosses and elites, as well as your highest drop rate rarity. As you can see, mine currently on this new account is set to 2 stars 100%, so I have no chance of catching anything but the base level drops. That does scale up to 3 stars, which are blue, 4 stars, which are purple, and 5 stars eventually, which are the max, which are gold. The cost limit you can see here is related to gearing your characters, which I'll talk more about in a few minutes. For now, though, just know that you want to try to level up your databank as quickly as possible. Your databank is limited by your world rank, which you level up through just playing the game and doing everything else. So it will naturally go up, but if you're trying specifically to level up your databank, what I would recommend is going out and catching as many echoes of as many monster types as possible and as high a rarity as possible. In my case, it's only currently possible to catch rank 2s, so I don't need to worry about trying to catch higher ranks of the same monster yet, but that is something that comes into play later on. You can see as you gain levels, you will start to see your percentages increase in your base drop rate and basically all of these statistics. When you get to, I believe, rank 5, you will notice that your highest drop rate rarity suddenly goes up to 3, and you get the chance to start catching 3-star. I believe at rank 8, you get the chance to start catching 4 stars, and all the way at rank 15, you actually get the chance to start catching 5 stars, which again are the maximum rank. So, leveling this up as quickly as possible is one great way to increase the quality of echoes you can receive. Higher quality echoes can actually be used to better gear your characters. While we're on the subject of the databank, I do want to also talk about the guidebook. One thing that will unlock in your guidebook is milestones. Milestones unlock after you have defeated Scar. So continue the story until that point. You'll be able to progress your milestones. The reason this is important for your databank is it actually gives databank experience for completing all of the objectives in each stage. There are a total of 6 stages. You're not going to be able to complete all of them at once. That is something that's going to basically guide you to getting better at the game in general. And as you do, you will gain extra experience for your databank. The reason I mention this is because if you don't progress your milestones, if you forget this exists for whatever reason, then you can actually get stuck leveling your databank somewhere around rank 12 or 13, I believe. So you do need to progress this, and you should naturally get most of these things. But if you do see something that you don't have, like for example, upgrade one weapon to level 20, that's something you might be able to do just super quickly. If that was the last thing you're missing, that could help push you over the ledge to get to the next data rank. So keep that in mind as well. I'd also like to quickly talk about the Echo Gallery. This will assist you with your Echo collection process. For example, if my Snip Snap happened to be only rank 3, a 3-star, I could go in, select it from here, hit track and detect, and it would find them on the map near me. I could teleport over to here and then run up and kill that in the hopes of getting a higher upgraded version of it. That's going to be another quick way that you can advance your databank experience. Another ability that unlocks in the databank at rank 15 is the ability to data merge. Data merge takes unwanted creatures or echoes and combines them together for a shot at getting a higher rank or even 2 higher ranked versions. So in this case, I'll do a quick auto select. Auto select does just grab the weakest creatures in your inventory and automatically populate them. You can select specific monsters if you want. I wouldn't suggest that just because in general you're just shooting for, at this point, probably just shooting for trying to get gold. So it's going to select anything that's below gold, and you're going to try to data merge, and hopefully we will get a version that is gold. There we go. So in this case, I did get a new version, and hopefully you'll get stats that you can use on that. The reason that you're going to do this is because when you hit 15, you have the ability to catch and data merge gold rank or rank 5 echoes. So even if you haven't gone out into the wild and killed and captured them, you can still get the experience for capturing them from this method. You can use this to boost your data rank from 15 to anywhere near 17 or 18, basically for free. So make sure you're taking advantage of the data merge option when it becomes available. Alright, so I mentioned that echoes can be used as basically gear on your characters to increase their stats. I'll show you one that I have mostly built. In this case, Genuine. I'll select his echoes. One important thing to note is the echo at the top's skill can be used in combat. That will be your echo skill. So it'll transform me into this creature. I'll use his arrow attack damage and it'll increase my current character's arrow damage and heavy attack damage. So this is going to not only buff my character but deal damage on the battlefield. Most of the time, you're going to see people use equip bosses here because they are in general the strongest attacks. I also mentioned that we'd be talking about cost. You can see cost right here, and I'm at 12 of 12, which is what you want to aim for. You want to always max out your cost if you can. Each creature, depending on how powerful it is ranked with a cost. In this case, the boss mob here is ranked as a 4. 4 is the max that they can rank in as far as cost goes. Most setups you're going to see are going to be either a 4, a 3, a 3, a 1, and a 1, or on occasion even a 4 and 4, and then lower level ones to try to hit that 12 cost, depending on what creatures you have and what bonuses you're trying to receive. Speaking of bonuses, in the case of my Gian, I want to use the Sierra Gale set bonus. In order to get the full 5-piece set bonus, I have to have 5 creatures that grant the Sierra Gale set bonus, and they have to be 5 different creatures. So if I were to say, change this one out with another one that also has that bonus, you can see I am no longer receiving that because they are the same. I have to have ones that are different. Since set bonuses can be 2 or 5, an early game strategy that a lot of people will be using, because it is much easier to find 2 good echoes of the same set bonus than it is to find 5, is you might see people equip, say, 2 arrow damage bonuses and 2 of a different set, say Moonlit Clouds, which as energy regen. So maybe I want more energy regen and I can find 2 good ones there. I could change 2 of these out for creatures that give Moonlit Cloud, and I would gain that 2-piece and the 2-piece from the Sierra Gale set. Going into the specifics of each individual echo, every single echo you catch will have 2 basic stats. The bottom stat is normally attack or hit points, and the top stat can be any one of a number of things like attack percentage, healing bonus, or bonuses to specific types of damage or defense. So you're wanting to look for things for your specific character that will benefit you. In this case, I did go ahead and level up an attack percentage just because it was the best thing I had at the time. Keep in mind it is still early game. Eventually I may choose to change this out, but for now it was good enough for me to go ahead and invest in leveling it up. In this case, you can see I've leveled him up to plus 25, which is the max for a 5-star unit. That is one of the main reasons that you want to equip 5-star units eventually. The higher star rating it is, 2-star, 3-star, 4-star, or 5-star, is how high you can actually level that echo up. You can see when I click on upgrades here, I have upgraded this all the way. All of these substats were unlocked as a result of getting my character to a specific level. So in this case, I'll go look at a version of him that is not leveled. So I'll go click upgrade here, and you can see this one's a crit rate one, which might actually even be better depending on what these substats roll. But you can see as I level it up, were I to use items here and level it up to 25, it would unlock every single one of these because it would be at max level. It gains one every 5 levels. The lower ranked versions are going to gain abilities to tune substats, but it is obviously not going to be the full 5 that you get from a 5-star unit like this. For the sake of example, I'll go ahead and upgrade this just a little. So I actually want to hit rank 5 so that I get the ability to tune a stat. I'll hit upgrade here. You can see his base stats did increase as well as a substat unlocked. You can see it says to be tuned. When I click on that, I will have to use a tuning material. These could be extremely limited later in the game, so that is something to watch out for. So I'll go ahead and tune it once here just so that you can see what it looks like. In this case, I rolled flat attack. That's not a great stat, but it's also not terrible for an attack unit. I was hoping to see something like either energy regen or maybe one of his special attacks increased or something like that. The stats I'm looking for on this specific character, the only things that I really don't want to see are things like plus to defense or plus to hit points. I really want offensive stats only, if possible. So this could be a keeper. I may level him up more in the future, but I think you get the basics of how to level up and what you're looking for. If we're talking about echoes, another thing to mention is tacit fields. They are an objective on your map in several different places that drop targeted set bonuses. So if you did want to try to target a set bonus, that's a possible way to do it. However, this does cost 60 wave plates. I do not recommend doing this until very, very late game, when you most likely are just going here to try to get premium tuners, because they are a resource that I think is going to be very rare in endgame. So I wanted to mention these, but I don't want to recommend them for now at least. I do also want to mention that there appears to be a hard pity system in place for echo drops. In the case of bosses, killing a boss twice will basically guarantee it will drop an echo. That doesn't mean it won't drop an echo every single time, but it means if you killed a boss and it didn't drop an echo, the next time you kill any boss, that boss will drop an echo. In addition to that, elite mobs appear to be dropping echoes every 4 or 5 kills. So, if you've gone several kills without dropping an echo, you may want to target a specific elite that you don't have an echo for, and it's got a much higher drop rate chance. The same thing goes for lower level echoes, but I believe it's something like 6 kills in between guaranteed echoes. So there is a pity system in place. If you keep killing mobs, you will eventually get the echoes you need. Just keep that in mind. Also, say you're farming a boss specifically for its drop and you want to get that echo. Bosses have a 1-minute respawn timer. What you could do is kill the boss that you want the echo from. If it drops the echo, go kill a different boss while it's respawning, and then come back. If that different boss didn't drop an echo, the boss you're farming is guaranteed to drop an echo now. Thanks for watching. I have tons of content planned for Wuthering in the future, so stay tuned, and see you on the next one.